Hello everyone, this is Possessed Robot coming to you with another special Test Server 5.1 commentary video. At the top, I don't know how many parts this is. There's probably quite a few because there's a lot to talk about. Let's go to the upper left-hand corner where the private is. As you can see, this is a pilot. This is not a legendary, this is a rookie pilot. Actually, it's a private pilot. Let's see here. Let's take a look at starting with Wayland. I'm going to purchase this new pilot so I can show you what I did earlier. As you can see, there's red or orangish type, gold type pilots. Those are the legendary pilots. You got the blue pilots, which is the private pilots. And these ones I actually purchased earlier, which are upgraded to the maximum. Let's start off with Kyle Rogers. We'll take a look at him, and as you can see, Kyle, there's level 1 and up. Now, this unique skill you cannot remove. In Pixonic, there's a problem with that. But let me find where I put him. Now, we will look at this one, change him to this one. Now, I'm going to level this one up. Do bear in mind, in the upper right hand corner, it says next level and pay for gold. Well, Pixonic, I hope you turn that into silver and not gold, because if you don't, nobody's going to want to bother with these pilots. As you can see, the unique skills level goes up and the percentage also goes up. Mechanic Inquisitor, and once it says maximum level, then you go to the next skill. Attention, this pilot learned a skill suited to this configuration of the robot equipment. Gets promoted at level 11. Now, the first of all legendary pilots, including Kyle Rogers, unique skills can't be changed. Pixonic, I hope you fix this, because it's not really fair, and nor does it make it worth even bothering with legendary pilots. Just my take on that, you know. Nobody's going to want to bother with a pilot where there's no customization. Speaking of customization, let's go to the new skill. Press restrain, or retrain, excuse me. As you can see, Bulwark has a multiple of different type of skills that you can train, even both legendary pilots and private pilots. Private pilots have 3 skills you can train, whereas legendary only 2. And yes, as you can see, in test server it shows you have to pay with gold, but hopefully that's not going to be the case. Let's find a here. How about the top one here? Bulwark has increased speed. Well, let's choose that one. Currently, it's at Crazy Electrician. Well, we're going to choose increased speed just to show you. Now you can always retrain and change the skill, but what happens when it goes to maximum? Watch this. I'm going to press this next level button till we get to the next, till we max this skill out. Reached 15%. New skill learned. Now, watch this. Now, I just increased Bulwark's speed to maximum. But what happens if you chose Armor Expert? Well, apparently it goes to, with legendary pilots, it goes to maximum. But what about the random? Actually, there's both weapons and random. Let's take a look at the weapons. Legendary pilots, some don't even get, even weapons don't get to change their weapons. Only the robot's ability. Random skill. Gold is, again, Pixonic. Unless you fix this to silver, nobody's going to want to bother. Now, you can accept this or you can choose another. Let's first say, for argument's sake, go to accept, because if you go to press another skill, it'll just keep going and going until you find a skill you like. So we'll just choose Adamant Guardian for now. Can you change that same skill? Retrain. Press it. See this? You can still choose your choice or random skill. Here, pilot, random skill. Press it again anyway. See, I guess with if you pay gold, well, I hope they change this to silver, and please, Pixonic, please change this, because if you don't change it to silver, nobody's going to want to bother. Trust me on this. Well, plus press another skill. This keeps going until you've decided on which one you like the most. For now, I'm going to accept this. Now, what happens to, does it stay maxed out? Yeah, it is. So we'll go with the next one. Now we're going to level up Kyle Rogers, and his final ability will max out. %, mechanic. Now, can you change this one? Apparently so. We'll say increase speed again. Or you can choose a different one, increased weapon damage. See, with these, you can always choose any ability at any given time, provided you got the gold. But if you don't have gold, and I hope they really fix this, you got a problem. So right now, Kyle Rogers, with his Bulwark abilities, can pretty much do anything. Now, if he was in a different robot, would the same thing happen? Let's take a look. Let's choose Tobias Mongai. Can't even pronounce his name. Tobias. I actually had this already, so we'll change it again. Say Alika Renner. As you can see, I have to change it all over again. Well, this, just for argument's sake, let's change out Min-G for, say, Kyle Rogers. Now, you kind of wonder, will his Bulwark abilities be a problem? Well, let's find out. Unfortunately, he does have Bulwark abilities only. Can you change that? Obviously, you can. Let's say increase Spectre's speed. There you go. But as you notice, unique skill doesn't change. Do you think that's fair? No, I don't. You need to as always, Pixonic, you need to fix that. Sorry, but nobody's going to want to play a pilot, legendary or private or any other, if the unique skill can't be changed. Now, granted, if you wanted to make it something special, change it for another unique skill. I mean, give the players more to play around with, you know? Because nobody's going to want to use a legendary pilot with a unique skill that's made for a certain type of robot, you know? It just doesn't seem fair. Now, let's go to the second learned ability and go with random. As you can see, the same thing with what it said before. And as you noticed, when it chose random, it also pulled up weapons. The weapons that were on Spectre, which is Molot T's. So when you choose random, there you go. You can either choose another, paid for by gold unfortunately, or you can choose to accept it. I'm just going to choose to accept it. Now, all legendary pilots and all private pilots have the same ability to be able to change their skills. Only difference between private and legendary have one unique skill that cannot be changed. Do you think that's fair? No, I honestly, personally don't, and I hope Pixonic changes that because it's just not fair. Now, I'm going to choose a weapon to show you. You only get a set amount of abilities for weapons. Increased damage, rate of fire increases faster, and Molot T has increased shot grouping. So there you go. I actually checked this out on private pilots, and it's the same thing. You only get 3 abilities for weapons. So we'll just go with grouping shot.